Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's get into the XRP news of the day. We have a couple headlines I want to break down for you guys. So if you are an XRP holder, give me a couple minutes of your time. We'll get your Friday going in the right direction. Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new, my name's Mark and welcome to my channel. All right, so let's get into it. If you haven't done so, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and join us on X as well. My handle is in the bottom left of your screen, and let's get right into it. As we dive into the price action before we hit the headlines, this has been an interesting start to the weekend. We started to get into the, the green territory by a pretty fair amount yesterday into the late hours, and then waking up here on a Friday, getting ready to kick off the weekend. You can see all of our favorite cryptos are doing well, with the exception of a few. The whole BNB thing going on has got them into the red, but we are seeing XRP now trading upwards of $2.70. I saw on my end. Now we are 11% up into the green, just teetering back into that 3-4 spot in total in terms of total market cap. So we'll see where the dust settles. But we got some big headlines to get into, and without further ado, let's hit them right now because this is very, very much a hot moving topic. Because right now, we are looking into the reaction from Brad Garlinghouse as they acknowledged the fact that the SEC acknowledged Grayscale's XRP ETF application. Now, we've talked about these posts and comments times before, and how Garlinghouse has alluded to this as basically being inevitable. Okay, if you go back and look at some of my previous videos, you can see the titles of those videos are "This is Inevitable," talking about Brad Garlinghouse. So it makes you really want to connect the dots on this one to see if something was waiting in the wings. How long did we know about this XRP ETF behind closed doors? My guess is probably for a while. Okay, they just needed that extra push from the top, coming out from the Trump administration and the new regime that is looking to implement pro-crypto policies across the board. So as we dive further into what's happening, we all know about the ARCA 19B4 application to list Grayscale as an with an exchange traded product that lies within XRP shares. Now, I do want to tell you something that kind of goes full screen for me on this one. And if you're still with me, guys, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. But what we need to kind of get back to, and I've told you guys this time and time again as well, we need to get back to the conversation. Okay, this is great. This is great for institutional inflows. But will this help the normal retail XRP investor? And what I mean by that is the person who just bought XRP a couple years ago or just 2 months ago that wants to see XRP hit $10, $15, some of you guys fit that bill. You're watching my video right now, okay? And that's fine. There's room for everybody within crypto. But what my curiosity is, you can take all the arguments you want. The Ripple is dumping on XRP holders, whatever you want to call it, dress it up however you like. My big concern is that this is actually for something and just not for profit, okay? I understand a world where the XRP technology really does infiltrate the global sphere of payment structures, okay? You guys have left me comments. I've been happy to read them. I feel in some way that you guys know more about that kind of stuff than I do. I'm here just to report the news and give you guys my opinion. And this is something where, as we look into this from a deeper lens, I do think that there is an avenue where we have no idea where this one's headed. And even the retail people that are just wanting to see that $10, $15 XRP, I think they're going to be the ones that are most shocked, because I think that we're looking at crypto right now in terms of a sheer investment and what that brings in terms of a return. I think it's something much more than that right now, and there's only a few cryptos that do fit this bill, but the ones, obviously American-made is one. Two, we have to get into that payment infrastructure, and then, when we talk about kind of what we're going to be doing within, tokenizing real property and stuff like that, I know that doesn't really come across as XRP's forte, but it is something that does really drive the argument for me. And I think that we're headed for so much more than just a $10, $15 XRP. And when I say that, those things kind of correlate, but there is a world where XRP does what it wants to do, and XRP doesn't hit $10, okay? So just right now, I think that the whole market is kind of waiting on the sidelines, waiting to see what this looks like. in some time passing. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. The next step, we are going to have up to 240 days from when this post has happened, and that's where we will have an XRP ETF most likely within 240 days. But this is something that could be a lot faster because this has already been just kind of a formality to this point. Okay, and then I will touch upon kind of Brad Garlinghouse in what he says. He recalls pointing out more than once that this was inevitable, okay, despite some vocal assertions to the contrary. So a big I told you so post from Garlinghouse here on February 13th. This is a huge statement, okay. Also, we have seen that statement in terms of the SEC and Ripple case. Nate Gerasi, president of the ETF store, noted that this move marks a huge statement from the SEC versus Ripple in terms of their legal process, okay. But it's kind of where you look at it a couple years ago and go back a couple years back, and we would have not had this conversation. If this lawsuit was ongoing, we were in the courthouse, there would be no way in hell the SEC would be recognizing a XRP ETF. It'd be directly going against what we had going on, okay? And now this is something that I want to touch upon real quickly is we talked a little bit about the Utah Strategic Crypto Reserve. What is exactly needed? Well, a bill with clearance that is paving the way for Utah to create a strategic crypto reserve. This is how HB 230, that bill will allow 5% of these certain public funds to crypto assets. Just another stepping stone and domino to fall where we reach that level of complete crypto infiltration into our everyday lives, okay? Complete adoption, as we like to say, okay? And that's kind of where you look into the eligibility criteria, okay? In particular, they have to have a market cap over $500 billion on a 12-month average, so they want some stability, okay? And also, only Bitcoin has kind of had this threshold for the years qualifying for the Utah Strategic Reserve. Other assets, Ethereum and XRP, fall a short bit away, hundreds of billions of dollars away from qualifying, okay? Also, the price at which XRP qualifies for this reserve, they would need to add about $360 billion to its current market cap. And Fred Rispoli, the XRP Pro lawyer, could qualify at a unit price of $5, okay? So they're getting the paperwork done, so read between the lines on this one, guys. I'll never tell you to buy or sell a crypto. It doesn't really matter too much that the Utah Strategic Reserve is fully necessary for XRP to have success. But let's just connect the dots on this one and understand that XRP to $5 seemingly is a bet that a lot of people, lawmakers, legislators, and regulators are all making as well as we move forward into this new era in 2025, okay? And the reason why I did want to bring up the Utah Strategic Reserve is because it does kind of give way into the United States Crypto Strategic Reserve, okay? And that's something where I think the dominoes fall right there, forefront and center, where I do think XRP is going to have a very, very prominent role within that strategic reserve, okay? So with that, I'll leave you guys. I appreciate you all tuning in. Thank you for being part of the channel. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on your way out, and we will be talking XRP every single day, as well as all of your favorite cryptos right here on the channel. Have a great rest of your day. Enjoy the weekend. Cheers.